Greetings to everybody. In this video, we are going to see about the conformations of acyclic and cyclic molecules. Conformation of acyclic molecules, conformation of ethane. So, ethane exists in two conformations. One is staggered and another one is eclipsed. The potential energy of the molecules changes from staggered and eclipsed within the torsion angle 0 to 360 degrees Celsius. 0 to 360 degrees Celsius. So actually there are three equivalent energy minima and three equivalent energy maxima. So here 1, 3 and 5 are maximum energy, 2, 4 and 6 are minimum energy. So 1, 3 and 5 are at the torsion angle 0, 120, 240 and minimum energy is at 60, 180 and 300. The energy maxima and minima occurred in this particular torsion angle. What is the reason behind that? So, ethane having two carbon atoms, which is substituted by three hydrogen atoms. So, this is carbon 1 and the behind one is carbon 2. The hydrogens attached with the first carbon atom 1, 2, 3 and these are the hydrogens attached with the second carbon atom. So the distance between these hydrogen, in between all the hydrogen atoms are far away, more, so that they are staggered. So the structure is more stable. But when you are seeing in eclipsed, the distance between the hydrogen atoms are very small, so that the stability will also be very low due to strain. So if we are considering this as hydrogen 1, hydrogen 2, hydrogen 3, at every rotation, the staggered positions will be occurred. So at the rotation of 0, 120 and 240, the energy will be more. That means the hydrogen occurs staggered conformation. At the rotation of 60, 180 and 300, it occurs eclipsed conformation. So the staggered conformation shows maximum energy and the eclipsed conformation shows minimum energy due to the strain between the hydrogen atoms. The next one, conformation of N-butane. So N-butane, here at ethane, all the carbon atoms are substituted by hydrogen. In N-butane, one of the hydrogen of first carbon atom is substituted by a methyl group. Similarly, in the second carbon also, one of the hydrogen is substituted by methyl group. So that CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. And here, as discussed in ethane, here is also two conformations, staggered and eclipsed conformation. But in the staggered conformation itself, the conformations are divided into anti and gauche. So anti means both the methyl groups are oppositely focused. But in gauche, the methyl groups are adjacent to each other. So when you are comparing the conformation of anti and gauge, anti will be more stable and gauge will be less stable. Gauge conformation is less stable. The reason is, since all the groups, all the hydrogen as well as methyl groups are far away, especially the methyl group substituted in the first carbon and second carbon atoms are oppositely focused. So there is no strain between the groups. But when you are seeing in the gauge, the methyl group of first carbon atom and the methyl group of second carbon atom are nearer to each other. Of course, they are staggered position but nearer to each other. The distance between the methyl groups are very smaller when compared to that of anti-conformation. Similarly, the second one, here it is right and left positions, methyl groups are nearer to each other. So due to this, there is a formation of some strain between the methyl groups. So this is less stable when compared to the anti-conformation conformation. When coming to the eclipsed, in this eclipsed, fully eclipsed and partially eclipsed. Fully eclipsed means the methyl groups of both carbon atoms are very nearer to each other at the upward direction, very nearer to each other, so that the strain formed is very high. But when you are seeing in the partially eclipsed, the methyl group of first carbon and second carbon are somewhat distance maintaining. But here, when comparing to gauge, the methyl groups are far away. But the methyl group and hydrogen, in between the methyl group and hydrogen, the distance is very low, so that the strain is occurred between the methyl group and hydrogen group. But in this gauge, there is not possibility like that. All the atoms are far away. But the strain is only due to the presence of methyl groups nearer to each other. Here in partially eclipse, the situation is not like that. The strain is occurred between the methyl group and the hydrogen group, which are very, very nearer to each other. So when comparing to all these, the partially eclipsed or fully eclipsed are very unstable. Next the partially eclipsed, next the gauge, and next the anti position. So when we are seeing the graph of torsion angle at 0 degree, we are getting very high energy. That means anti-position. At 120, we are getting high energy. That means that is gauge 2 and 3. Sorry, 3 and 5. This is gauge and this is also gauge. Then at 60 degree, this is fully eclipsed. So, yes, this is partially eclipsed and this is also partially eclipsed. This is fully eclipsed. This partially eclipsed is the position of this methyl and hydrogen, and this partially eclipsed is the methyl will be coming to this position when rotating, and this is fully eclipsed, which is very unstable based upon the structure. So at 0, 120 and 240, the conformations are stable. The configurations are stable. But in 2, 4 and 6, they are unstable. Next, conformation of cyclic molecule. Conformation of cyclohexane. So cyclohexane exists in two forms, which are called boat form and chair form. In chair form, when comparing to boat form and chair form, chair form is more stable than the boat form. So this is due to the converged structure, and this is due to the stagnant structure. So chair form is more stable. In chair configuration, the hydrogen atoms are staggered position, whereas in boat form, the hydrogen atoms are in eclipsed position. So hence, the steric strain in the boat conformation is larger than that of the chair configuration. So this is more stable, chair form is more stable than the boat form. So because there will be a steric strain between these two hydrogen and these two hydrogen and these two hydrogen. 1, 2 and 3. Due to this, there will be some steric strain formation, so that boat form is less stable, but in chair form all the hydrogen atoms are staggered, so they are highly stable. Next, stabilization of the chair conformation. So the overall steric strain or steric energy, that is ES, of a molecule may be expressed in terms of four energy functions associated with the bond angle alpha, bond length, dihedral angle, and the distance r. So the bond ES is equal to E alpha plus EL plus E theta plus ER. ES is equal to E alpha plus EL plus E theta plus ER, where E alpha is the strain due to bond angle deformation, EL is the strain due to bond length distortion, E theta is the torsional strain, and ER is the strain due to non-bonding interactions. So X-ray and electron diffraction experiments clearly proved that cyclohexane exists almost exclusively in the chair conformation. The molecules tend to adopt this conformation as in maximum steric strain. In fact, the chair form lies at the bottom of a deep energy well, and any deviation, therefore, is strongly resisted by internal forces. So in chair form, there is no bond angle distortion, that is EL is equal to 0, and non-bonding interaction, that is ER is equal to 0. So the carbon-carbon-carbon bond angle is 111 degree 5 minutes instead of 109 degree 28 minutes. So that according to Bayer-Strain theory, here it is almost similar. The bond angle is almost similar, so that the molecule is, the configuration is stable. And the dihedral angle is 56 degree instead of 60 degree. So that this is also almost same, nearer to each other. So the ring flattering brings a balance between ankle and torsional strain, thus minimizing the overall steric strain, so that the chair configuration is more stable when compared to that of the boat configuration. Thank you.